This video will show how to use the guided tour in ArcGIS story maps. A guided tour essentially walks you through a set of locations one by one. In this particular example, it is walking us through the different Indian reservations, showing the impact of coronavirus on that particular Indian reservation. So you can see you have a map, you have a text block, and you have an image. With the guided tour, you have two different layouts that you can select from. The example that I'm going to be showing you is setting up a guided tour for 4 Pennsylvania cities that were hit particularly hard during the 1918 influenza pandemic. So to get started with this, I click on the plus sign and then go to and select guided tour. From here, I can select which type of layout I want. Do I want a map-focused layout or a media-focused layout? The one that you just looked at had a map-focused layout, so we're going to select the media-focused layout instead. So you see that you have an area over here that has a map, that has a title, has where your story goes, and then has your image or video. So the first location that I'm going to add is going to be Philadelphia. And Philadelphia, after Pittsburgh, was probably the hardest hit city during the 1918 influenza pandemic, largely due to the Liberty Loan Parade that they held that caused the flu to spread at a rapid pace. So once I bring up the map, I search for Philadelphia, and once I get to the Philadelphia area, I choose where to add the tour point. I'm just going to put it in center Philadelphia. Over here, you can customize your zoom level if you wish, and it basically means it will zoom you in or out more on the particular point to your specifications, and you use these items here to set that zoom level to how you want it. I'm going to click Place Map, and you're going to see the map goes in this area here. I'm then going to add an image that's associated with Philadelphia, and that is the Liberty Loan Parade that I referenced. And then I'm going to paste my story text here that I have in a Microsoft Word document, just to make it quick and easy to put the text in. Now that I have my first place added, you can see down here at the bottom we have a plus sign that allows us to add a new slide. So this is where you add your next tour point. And so I'm going to click New Slide. You see that gets added here, and then you put the name of the location for your point. You add your location by clicking on Add Location and then navigating to where you want to put that particular tour point. And while I'm using this location bar up here to get to my tour points, you can just use your mouse and scroll to wherever you wish to put your point. Again, you can customize your zoom level if you wish, and then click Place Map. And just like with Philadelphia, I'm going to just copy and paste some text into that. And then there I have that. So then to add my next one, oh, sorry, I forgot to add my image. I'm going to add my image for Pittsburgh. And then I click the plus sign to add my third location. And you can see I kind of put it at the wrong place, so you can just drag your slides to where you want them. I'm going to put Scranton in as the next one, and click Add Location to add the location on a map. I'm going to add my image for Scranton. And then my text. And a Liberty Loan Parade was also a big cause of the outbreak in Scranton. And so you get the idea. You essentially just add them all here. Now before we move on and save this, just a couple of items to call your attention to. Let's say you decide that you don't necessarily like the layout you selected. You can easily change that by coming down here to Options and then just select Change Layout, and then you can change it to a map-focused layout instead should you wish to. So very easy to change that. Also with slides, it's very easy to delete slides just by clicking on the three little dots, and you can click delete. So very simple there. And the same thing with images. You can click delete to get rid of it. If you want to kind of change the focus of where the image is, you can do that. How it fills up this area, whether it fills it or whether it fits it. And then the background color for this area if your image doesn't take up that whole space. And then you can put alternative text in there. So I'm going to click Publish so we can take a look at what this looks like when published. And then scroll down to our guided tour. So essentially, I just use my mouse button to scroll through the text or the narrative, and you can see the image changes along with that. So that's how you would create a guided tour in ArcGIS Story Maps.